Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon. But, oh, methinks how slow the old moon wanes. She lingers my desires like to a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days shall quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights shall quickly dream away the time, and then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the nights of our solemnities.
Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thee doing thee injuries, but I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelling.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I, with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander, and my gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes, and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast by moonlight at her window sung, with feigning voice, verses of feigning love, and stolen the impression of her fantasy with bracelets of thy hair, rings, talks, conceits, knacks, trifles, nosegays, sweetmeats, and messages, a strong prevailment in unharmed youth. With cunning hast thou filled my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And my gracious Duke, be it so she will not hear before your grace, consent to marry with Demetrius, I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which either to be to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you, your father should be as a god, one that composed your beauties, yea, and one to whom you are but as a form in wax, by him imprinted with his power to leave the figure or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in his kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father look but with my eyes.
Rather your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I do refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires, know of your youth, examine well your blood, whether, if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun. For I, to be in shady cloister mewed, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold and fruitless moon, thrice blessed are they that master so their blood to undergo such maiden pilgrimage. But earthlier happy is the rose distilled, that which, withering on the virgin thorn, grows, lives, and dies in single blessedness.
So I will grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day twixt my love and I, for everlasting bond of fellowship, upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for austerity, and a single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander! True, he hath my love, and what is mine my love shall render him. And she is mine, and by my right of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way is fairly ranked, if not with vantage as Demetrius, and which is more than all these boasts can be. I'm beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right, Demetrius? I'll avouch it to his head. Made love to Nader's daughter, Helena, and won her soul, and she, sweet lady, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess I did heard so much, and with Demetrius had thought to have spoke thereof, but being overfilled with self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius come, and come, Aegeus, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look to arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we may extenuate, to death or to a vow of single life. Come, Hippolyta. What? Cheer, my love. Demetrius and Aegeus, go along. I must employ you to some business against our nuptial, and confer with you of something nearly that concerns yourselves.
With duty and desire we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth. But either it was different in blood, or...
Oh, cross! Too high to be enthralled, too low.
Or else misgraft in respect of years.
Oh, spite! Too old to be engaged, too young.
Or else it stood upon the choice of friends.
Oh, hell! To choose love by another's eyes.
Or if there were any sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning in the collied night, that in a spleen unfolds both heaven and earth, and ere a man hath power to say, behold, the jaws of darkness do devour it up, so bright things come to confusion.
If then true lovers ever cross, it stands an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our trial patience because it is a customary cross. As due to love, as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. And there, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, where I did meet thee once, with Helena, to do observance for a morn of May. And there will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus's doves, by that which knitteth souls and prospers loves, by that fire which burnt the Carthage queen when the false Troyan under sail was seen, by all the vows ever men broke, in number more ever women spoke, in the same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly I shall meet with thee.
Oh, keep promise, love. Oh, look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay, Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Your eyes are lodestars. Your tongue sweet air, more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear when wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear. Sickness is catching. Oh, were favor so yours, would I catch fair Hermia ere I go. My ear should catch your voice, my eye your eye. My tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I'd give to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty, with that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then what graces in my love do dwell? He hath turned a heaven unto a hell.
Helena, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, a time that lovers' flights doth still conceal, true Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of our counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet. And thence from Athens turn away our eyes to seek new friends and stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee, Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander, we must starve our sight from lovers' food till morrow midnight.
Oh, I will, my Hermia! Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that Demetrius thinks not so? He will not know what all but he do know, and as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities, things base and vile, holding no quantity. Love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. And therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled. And as boys in game themselves forswear, so the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, showers of oaths did melt. I will tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. For this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
For us. Did you hear?
Why are we here?
I don't know, but I'm so happy to see
another
play.
I've always wanted
What's
to
going on? I mean, you guys have to listen to the company doing the show and excited about it.
What is the
purpose?
a lot of
fun. I want to tell you guys something.
So good to see you guys again.
Is our company here?
You had best call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name, which is thought fit through all Athens, to play in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and the most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and a merry. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready. Name what part I'm for and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus, a lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself most gallant for love.
That will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. Yet, at first, my chief humor is to a tyrant. I could play Ercles Swearly, or a part to tear a cat in, or to make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus' car shall shine from far and make and mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. Now name the rest of the players. This is Ercles' vein, a tyrant's vein, a lover's more condoling.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Hey, Faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming in.
That's all one. You shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
Well, let me play Thisbe too. I can hide my face. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe, oh, Pyramus, my love, Thisbe, my dear, and lady dear.
No. You must play Pyramus, and Flute you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Oh, here, Peter Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout, the tinkerer.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug the joiner, you the lion's part, and I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it to me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring
Let me play the lion too. I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that the Duke will say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly. You would fright the Duchess and the ladies, that they would shriek. And that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us. Every mother's son.
Now I grant you, friends, if that you should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no choice but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar you as gentle as any sucking dove. I will roar you and 'twere any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper gentleman as one shall see in a summer's day, a most lovely, gentleman-like man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What beard were I best to play it in?
Why, what you will.
Well, I will discharge it in your straw-colored beard, your orange tawny beard, your purple and grain beard, or your French crown color beard, your perfect yellow.
Some of your French crowns have no hair at all, and you shall play it barefaced. Here are your parts, masters, and I am to entrust you, request you, and desire you to con them by tomorrow night and meet me within the palace wood a mile without the town by moonlight. There will we rehearse, for if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged with company and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw up a bill of property such as our play wants. I pray you, masters, fail me not.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be patient. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
Enough. Hold or cut bowstrings.
How now, spirit? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through flood, through fire, over park, over pale, through bush, through briar. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere, and I serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green. The cowslips tall her pensioners be, and their gold coat spots you see. Those be rubies, fairy favors, and in their freckles live their savors. And I must go seek some dewdrops here and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou love of spirits, I'll be gone. The queen and all her elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because that she has as her attendant hath a lovely boy, stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, and jealous Oberon would have the child, that of his train to trace the forests wild. But she perforce withholds the boy, crowns him with flowers and makes him all her joy, by fountain, and now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlit sheen. But they do square with all that their elves for fear creep in acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape in making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are you not he that frights the maidens of the villagery, skim milk, and sometimes labor in the quern, and bootless make the breathless housewife churn, and sometime make the drink to bear no barm? Oh, mislead night wanderers, laughing at their harm. Those that hobgoblin call you and sweet puck, you do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are you not he?
Thou speakest right. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in likeness of a filly foal. Nay, nay. And sometimes lurk I in a gossip's bowl, in very likeness of a roasted crab. And when she drinks, against her lips I bob, and on her withered dewlap pour the ale. Oh, and the wisest aunt telling this saddest tale, sometimes for 3-foot stool mistaketh me, and then slip I from her bum, and down topples she, and Taylor cries and falls into a cough, and then the whole choir hold their hips and laugh, and waxen in their mirth, and knees and swear, a merrier hour was never wasted there. But room, fairy, here comes Oberon.
Oh, and here my mistress. Would that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What, jealous Oberon? Fairy, skip hence, I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton. Am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corin sat all day, playing on pipes of corn, and versing love to amorous Phillida. Why art thou here, come from the farthest steppe of India? But that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskined mistress, and your warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded. And you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
If thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus. Didst thou not lead him through the glimmering night from Perigenia, whom he ravished, and make him with fair Ego break his faith with Ariadne and Antiopa?
These are the forgeries of jealousy. Never, since the middle summer spring, met we on hill, in dale, forest, or mead, by paved fountain, or by rushy brook, or in the beached margins of the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls, thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore, the winds, piping to us in vain, as in revenge have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which falling on the land hath every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne their continents. The childing autumn, angry winter, change their wonted liveries, and the mazed world, by their increase, knows not which is which. By their in this same progeny of evil comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and originals.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set thy heart at rest. The fairy land buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night, full often hath she gossiped by my side, and sat on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarked traders on the flood. When we have laughed to see the sails conceive and grow big-bellied with the wonted wind, which she, with pretty and with swimming gait following, her womb then rich with my young squire, would imitate and sail upon the land to fetch me trifles and return again, as from a voyage rich with merchandise. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die. And for her sake do I rear up her child, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
perchance, till after Theseus's wedding day. If you would be patient and dance in our revels, join us. But if not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies away. We shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Go thy way! Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest since once I sat upon a promontory and I heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spears to hear the sea maid's music?
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed, a certain aim he took at a fair vestal, thrown it by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. But I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft, quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon, and the imperial votaress pass it on, in maiden meditation, fancy-free. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound. All maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me that flower, that herb I showed thee once. The juice of it, on sleeping eyelids laid, will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next lying creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again, ere Leviathan can swim again.
I'll put a girdle around the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing she waking looks upon, be it on lion or bear or wolf or bull or meddling monkey or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with a soul of love. And there I shall take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb. I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear the conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen unto this wood, and here I am enwoed within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence, get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not in plainest truth tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that, I do love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you. What worser place can I beg in your love, and yet a place of high respect with me, than to be used as you use your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much, to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not, to trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worthy of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege. For it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I am not in the night. Nor doth this wood lack worlds of company. For you, in my respect, are all the world. Therefore, how can it be said that I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I will run from thee, and hide me in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. Apollo flies and Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin. The mild hind makes speed to catch the tiger. Bootless speed when cowardice pursues and valor flies.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go. And if thou follow me, do not believe but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Aye, in the temple, in the town, the field, you do me mischief. Bye, Demetrius! Your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Welcome, wanderer.
Oh.
Hast thou the flower there?
Aye, there it is.
Ah. I pray thee, give it me. Give it me. Ah. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where ox lips and the noddling violet grows, quite over canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania, some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And there the snake throws her enameled skin, weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with this juice, I'll streak her eyes and make her with hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on, affected with some care that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look, thou meet me here before the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.